I just want to talk about film, my experience with all of it. I've been collecting film, movies, anything, toys, action figures, posters about movies for about 3 years. I've accumulated. Actually, let's skip that till the end. Now, first off, I apologize. I haven't posted in like 3 days. Sorry. Yesterday was my sister's birthday. And I'm debating when I'm going to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I may see it tonight, tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to see it. So, here, I'm recording on my phone on my third movie shelf. My second movie shelf is over there. This is my first movie shelf. Now, this used to be a bookshelf, and I turned it into a movie shelf. Now, how do I phrase this? Okay, now, let me tell you, when I got that thing full, I fulfilled myself. And I know the DVD box set that filled that shelf is this. The complete collection, the Chucky films. Well, at least the 6. So it comes with Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Siege of Chucky, Curse of Chucky. Yeah, you've heard of them. You watched them, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Watch them. They're good. At least most of them. Siege of Chucky much. But I remember when I put this in the bottom half of my shelf, and that shelf was filled to the brim. I compacted it with film. I was just like, yeah! And just to tell you how crazy I've got, that was only like a year ago. Or maybe 11 months ago. This now goes on my third movie shelf. I've accumulated. My collection changes daily, guys. I've accumulated about 600 films in this wall. In my entire room, I've accumulated about 630 maybe. That's including box sets, trilogies, 4-packs, everything. DVDs, Blu-rays, everything. I've just accumulated it. And when it all started out, I wasn't a big fan of movies. Me and my dad, we went to a local mall in Lexington. We went to FYE. And I specifically wanted a Power Ranger box set. It was April 2016. Well, I didn't want a Power Ranger box set. I was just intrigued, I guess, by it. And we couldn't find anything. He was like, okay, let's leave. Walked out, and I saw... Let me grab it. The thing that started it all. I saw this Power Ranger Wild Force complete season box set on DVD. We bought it, and then we spent a couple months accumulating the rest of the seasons of Power Rangers. And then that ended. I was just like, what do I do now? Well, we went back to FYE one day, and I was like, well, I already have all the Power Ranger stuff. Let's just go down a regular aisle with film. I went down one. They had a ton of movies. Superhero, drama, action, comedy, a ton of stuff. By the way, go there. Awesome place. A lot of movies there for good prices. I was just like, oh my god. I need to... Ooh, this looks interesting. This looks interesting. And I started, building up my Marvel collection. And by the time that shelf right there, my Marvel shelf mostly, I was just like, wow, I must have a big collection. And And I had a very tiny collection, apparently. So I just kept on going back, and now I go to like a ton of other places. I go to Half Price Books, I go like marketplaces, super malls. It's pretty awesome. Pawn shops, it's awesome though. And it's amazing of how much I've gotten. Cause sometimes I forget that I even have a film. Like sometimes I forget that I have something like The Color Purple. Sometimes I forget that I have this movie. Come on, get back in there. Sometimes I even forget that like I have like something that was just given to me, like The Pursuit of Happiness. Someone gave that to me, and it was just people like gave stuff to me for Christmas, birthdays, and I just got so into it, and you end up with just the strangest type of collection. I have action movies, superhero movies, TV shows. I have comedies, spy movies, like war movies, drama movies, animation, horror movies. I have like a ton of stuff, and sometimes you even forget. Oh shoot! My phone, no. Okay, my phone's on the charger right now. Sometimes you forget, since you have such a big collection like me, that you just kind of forget some movies you have. And you also might end up with a very bad movie that you just spend your money on. And you're just like, oh yeah, I spent money on that movie. Like, I don't know. Like I spent money on Green Lantern. I spent money on like a Batman and Robin movie. What else? Come on. I spent money on like Hellboy 2019. I spent money on A Good Day to Die Hard. I spent money on freaking King Kong vs. Godzilla. I spent money on like freaking what else is there? What's another crappy movie I own? I spent money on Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Like, it's just crazy that you forget that you end up with a lot of good movies, but you just have some crappy movies in there that you just like, oh yeah, well, I spend money. It's part of my collection. It's fine. Do you ever get that feeling where you're just like, oh yeah, that movie. I bought that movie, and I don't really know why, but hey, it's a part of my collection. So there you have it. That's pretty much a talk about my movie collection and how I got into buying movies. So yeah, share, comment, like, and subscribe, and see you next time.